Hi everyone. So I just wanted, if you guys just joined in, my name is Kayla. I will be kind of facilitating and if you have any questions at all during this webinar, please feel free to put it in the webinar chat or our Q&A box, and we will answer the questions as fast as we can. And the panelists, today we have 1883 with us. They are going to be sharing some beverages, a lot about the company, and we will also be having some raffles throughout this webinar. So don't miss out. We are going to have those those raffles throughout the webinar, and so participate in the polls, and you have a chance to win a prize. And so I would love for us to start. This is exciting. We have 1883. This is Audrey and Russ. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning. Thank you. Okay, I guess we're going to go ahead and get started.
Please get started.
Perfect. Thank you.
So I'm Audrey. He's Russ. Let's start with the presentation. I hope everybody's going to be able to see the screen. Okay. Good. So today we're going to talk about Cappuccine, the powder mix brand, and 1883, the syrup, sauces, and smoothie brand. So just to start with us, Russ, if you want to introduce yourself.
I am Russ Cullen. I'm the West Coast Business Manager here. So representing the the western third of the US on the 1883 and the Cappuccine lines. And as Audrey mentioned, Cappuccine is one of the partner companies in 1883.
Yes. So I'm Audrey and I work on the West Coast with Russ. So let's start with Cappuccine. So we're really excited because we have new communication tools. So this presentation looks great. About the brand, so Cappuccine has been founded in 1991. It's a pioneer in the frappe mix industry. For more than 30 years, we have really good quality ingredients. That's why usually our customers say that we are a premium product on the market. The taste and the texture of the powder is really what makes us different from the competition. Because when you use the powder, most of the time you would do a frappe, and the texture really stays super smooth and as a frappe as it should. And the taste is really nice. Like we have lots of flavors that we're really excited about. Then we'll explain to you more in details why is this a versatile product, because you can do a frappe, so frozen drink, but you can also do over rice, hot beverages, and you can even bake with the powder. Like we have a red velvet powder. Some customers, they do red velvet pancakes, red velvet waffles, anything you'd like actually. Our product is made in the US. It's really profitable for you guys because when you use the powder, we'll explain it, but you only need liquid and ice. And the cost per serving is really low, so you can have a good margin in your business. And finally, it's super easy to use. Like you don't need to be an expert in beverages. You can make a drink in like really 30 seconds. We'll show you later, but that's a good option for you guys. You just need a blender. Then, so as I was saying, there's like multiple applications. So you can do the frappe mix with the powder, which is like the most popular drink that people are doing now, because we know that you love frozen drinks here in the US, guys. Then you can do over rice drinks. So super easy, just the same with ice cubes. You can also do hot drinks. So that's a good alternative, because sometimes maybe you want a hot drink during the winter, or if you're sick, whatever. You can even do milkshake. And as I was saying, you can bake. So cake, muffins, waffles, anything, even with the matcha powder that we have, because matcha is really popular. You could do like matcha pancake. So lots of option for you. Then let's explain to you, because I told you it was easy to use, but let me explain it in details and you're gonna agree with me. So extremely simple. For the frappe, for example, you're gonna start with the liquid in the blender. The liquid can be coffee, milk, or water. All of these liquid goes well with the powder. So you're gonna choose the one you prefer if you want a coffee flavor in your drink, or if you want more a dairy flavor. And even with the water, it works really well. So it's even more profitable for you if you use water. So you put some liquid, then you put 2 scoops of the cappuccino powder mix that you choose, some ice, and you blend it. So it's a 4-step recipe and you're gonna have a frappe. That's super easy. And same for the over ice, you're just gonna need to melt the powder with some hot liquid first, and then finish with cold liquid and ice, and you're gonna have your over ice drink. And for the hot drink, it's even easier. You just need hot liquid that you stir with scoops of the mix of the cappuccino mix. And that's ready. So like the hot chocolate that we have is really good hot. I see we have someone. Is this for 16-ounce drink? Yes, indeed, it is. We have like, if you buy the product on the bag, at the back of the bag, there's the everything that's explained with the measurement for the 16-ounce drink. So we'll show you later, but yes. Okay. Okay, and I think, yes, it's our first question now.
Back to Kayla.
Back to Kayla.
All right, so this is very exciting, everyone. So we're going to start with our poll question number 1. So our question, oh yes, that's right. Please be sure.
I should stop.
Oh.
Should I stop the sharing?
Oh, no, it's okay. We can keep
No?
it on. Don't worry about it. But yes, this is your first, our first raffle. So as long as you answer the question in the poll that we're about to pop up, then you have a chance to win. So the comments don't count. You have to do it within the pop-up. If you are doing a mobile phone, then you should do like more options, and then it will show you the poll. So the question is, how long has Cappuccino been a pioneer in frappe business industry? Is it 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years? Go ahead and answer. All right, look at everyone go. That's very exciting. We're getting a lot of participants. All right. I want to give it another 10 seconds for everyone to answer. Just one of 3 options, and it doesn't matter if you get it wrong. You still have a chance to win. So please go ahead and take up the poll, and we will be closing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So after the next poll, we will reveal the next raffle winner. Okay, so back to you, Audrey.
Okay, let's go. So, is it working? I'm having trouble now. Okay, so Russ.
There we go. So with the product line, you have a full range of flavors you can work with. As you know, we continue to hear some of the large chains that are out there. They always have a limited time offer out there, and they move around with the seasons. You'll also find that with the cappuccino product, we make the same types of drinks that they'll commonly be using. So no fear, you'll be able to knock off whatever the competition might have going on out there, as well as you can do your own combinations. So with that, just some of the flavors you see there. We have pistachio, which has been a great up and coming. The red velvet does a very good job. Plus, we always have the traditional flavors. So we have the caramel, whatever you're looking for, the products are available and easy to use. Don't be afraid. The ranges are there. But once again, think about what you want to do in your market, how you want to position yourself on your own, as well as against the competition. And we have the flavors that you'll be looking for to do that. So going on and maybe talking about some of the marketing tools. So not only do we have the flavors that you're looking for, we also have what information that you'll need to back it up. We do not do any of the hard copies anymore on the posters. We found a lot of people, they just weren't moving, they just weren't selling. But we do have all of the products available digital. So whether it's a picture of the bag itself, which probably isn't the best way to advertise your product to your customers, but we also have finished drinks. So we have digital pictures of finished drinks that'll help you with presenting your products if you decide to do a digital board, or if you decided to have them printed out hard copy to do a table tent or a countertop. We have all the digitals you'll need in a professional format, in a professional photo shoot that'll help you with your products. Along with the product too, we have a scoop chart to help you to know which products, what scoop size you need for the products. It's also written on the bags, but everything you need, we have available in any kind of a backup. Drink instructions, as we've already mentioned.
Russ, we did have a question about the recipe earlier, and Lydia asked, is this for the 16-ounce drink?
Yes,
I
think
answered that question.
I think Audrey took care of that, but yes, the instructions that we have are for a 16-ounce application. So yeah, and then of course too, as you will know, you know, the common drink sizes are probably 16 and 24. So with that, just make the appropriate changes. We're going to go over that. I'm going to make a recipe with the 16-ounce, and you'll see how easy it is to make and some of the adjustments you could make for different size drinks. All right, so maybe marketing trends. Even though frappes do not sell as the same ratio of sales as they used to with the large chains, frappes have not gone down in total sales. So even though the percentage of the mix may be less, it's still a huge, huge category. If you're going to be out there competing against the big guys, you got to remember that, for example, Starbucks, they still do 25% of their total business is going to be a frappe. At one time, it was as high as 35%. What they have gone with, and something you might want to consider too, is they have decided to go with some things that might be a little more less labor intensive. And I think that's been the biggest drive moving away from frappes, is that accounts have found that it takes less labor to make something you just pour over ice. And that's why Starbucks, of all people, launched a refreshers program. By the way, talking about that, do a side note here. A refresher is a really easy item to make. A refresher doesn't have to have anything in it in particular. It really is just a cold drink. It's poured and served over ice. If you were to take a syrup and just add sparkling water to it, all of a sudden you can call it an Italian soda, but a way to call it nowadays, it might be more on trend, would be an artisan soda, or you can just call it a refresher. And so with that, you can just take syrups, you're building flavors, you might want to garnish with a fruit of some kind or something else, but over ice has really been kind of what's going on. Don't forget, over 70% of all the drinks sold nowadays are cold drinks. Back in the day, we always thought that a coffee house was doing hot coffee and that was the bulk of their sales. And that may have been 20 years ago. Nowadays, the bulk of the business is going to be cold. Over ice or blended is really the way to go. The blended drink, the advantage of a blended drink over ice drink, a blended drink is considered to be more of an upscale, decadent, full luxury kind of a drink. It's going to have the calories, it's going to have everything, but it's going to be that moment where you're just thinking, this is really good. Whereas an over ice drink is usually something just kind of like to help you quench your thirst and go fast. So I think that might be the difference between a blended drink and an over ice drink. It's really, it's the luxury and the decadence that's associated with a blended drink over ice drink. We can recreate the most popular drinks. Whatever you can think of is out there nowadays. We do know that pistachio has been, for example, a Q1 kind of a really popular drink. Nowadays, we're starting to see more, when it comes to the other drinks, what do you do in the summertime? a great kind of a caramel flavor with something added to it, a crunch. You have other flavors associated with it. Even the pistachio again has been doing really well. We have some people starting to do summertime LTOs with the pistachio product. So toffee is a great way to go. Toffee is a really fun kind of a summertime kind of a thought, something fun and unusual to do. And of course, chocolate is just popular all year round. Don't forget, you can add other flavors and garnish to mix things up a little bit. Think about something like a Snickers bar, where you take the chocolate frappe product and you add a peanut flavor to it. That's an easy way, and maybe a little bit of Madeline, and all of a sudden you have a Snickers kind of a flavor. So think of popular candy bars and things and what the core ingredients are and things that you could add, and you can do a different drink. Snickers, yes, it is trademarked, but I don't think you'd have an issue if you're trying to do a drink with that. All right, I think next we're going to actually make up a drink for you just to show you how easy it is to do. So we'll try to position our camera here to where you can see me behind the blender, and we're going to start off with a matcha green tea. So hopefully you can hear me okay. So with the blender, the first thing you want to do when you're making a drink with a powder is you always want to have a liquid in first. And for the standard 16-ounce drink, we do 5 ounces of milk or water. And if you've always done milk, with the cappuccino product, you really should try it sometime with water. I know for a fact that some of the other brands don't do very well with water. I think you'd be very happily surprised to find out that the cappuccino product does extremely well with water because of the quality that we're using. You still get that good, strong flavor with that creamy kind of dairy product flavor that goes with it. So anyway, we start off with 5 ounces. In this case, we're doing milk. And always we do 2 scoops. There's an associated scoop with each of the products. We send the scoops out with the canister, and that's to get you set up and going on that. So anyway, 2 scoops. Again, we have the milk.
I'm sorry, Russ. We're asking if you can unshare your screen so that we can see you.
Oh, you don't see? Okay,
We thought
sorry.
you had me. We thought you were seeing me. Sorry about that.
No worries. But if you guys
technical
want,
glitch
there you
here.
go.
Okay, we're there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started with 5 ounces of milk in the canister. I've added 1 scoop, and now I'm adding the second scoop of the matcha green tea. I'm sure you already know, but if you didn't know, matcha green tea is huge and it continues to grow, and I don't think it's going to be going away anytime soon. So as an LTO, that's the great thing about LTOs. If you're not sure if you want to add something to your menu or not, a great way to test it is make it an LTO. It's a really easy thing to do. If you have success, maybe it's something to add to the menu. If not, just you don't have to do it again or try it again in 3 or 6 months as an LTO again and see what happens. So far, 5 ounces of milk, 2 scoops of powder, and now we'll do 16 ounces of ice. And then we're just going to blend. Bear with us on the blending process. It's always nice to have a blender if you can get one programmed for smoothies and frappes. It's a great way to just press the button, walk away, do something else, and when it's done, you're ready to go. And then it's time to just pour and serve. Frappe, ready to go, waiting for a little whipped cream garnish or not. It's up to you, but it's a nice, easy product. Yeah, we'll hold it closer so you can see it. And as we mentioned, the matcha has been incredibly popular. Some things you can do with the matcha. believe it or not, ube is becoming a very popular combination with matcha. You can add regular flavors. Strawberry with matcha is really good. Some people aren't huge matcha flavor people, but it's a trend item, so they want to do matcha. So sometimes to tone it down with another flavor helps out in with their taste, where they're not as worried about it. All right, I believe that takes us to the next question.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry for you, you can't have it, but we'll have it for you guys. And enjoy it. So let me share my screen again. And let's go back to the presentation. So another recipe that we're featuring in the presentation was cookie and cream frappe mix. So that's really popular. I personally really like it. You really have that Oreo cookie taste when you do the drink, and you can do funny toppings, and the customer, they really love it. So now is the time for the second question.
All right, here we go. So I wanted to lead us in the next poll. So our second question is, can our frappe mix be used over ice and hot drinks as well? Yes or no? Answer in the poll that you see for a chance to win a raffle from 1883. All right, we're getting a lot of participants. Don't miss out. We will be closing this poll in, I'll give it 20 seconds. So also, while everyone is answering the poll, I just also wanted to remind everyone that you can ask any questions in the webinar chat, and we will be more than happy to answer it. All right, so I'm going to close the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that is the poll question. And now it's time to reveal. Can you please unshare the screen, Audrey? We are going to do the first raffle. So let's see who won from our first raffle. Here we go. Okay, it's number 22. Number 22. And we will see in the chat in a moment who 22 is. 22 is Abby Griffins. Abby Griffins, congratulations. You have won a raffle from 1883. So we will reach out to you for your name and address, and we will be sending you the raffle prize. So don't worry, we have another chance to win a prize later in the webinar, so don't miss out. All right, back to you, Audrey.
Hey, congratulations. Let's go back. So now we're gonna move to the 1883 part. So 1883 is a French brand. The company has been founded 140 years ago. We actually celebrated that birthday last month. It was a really nice a moment to share with everybody. So we're really proud to say that Maison Routin, the 1883 brand, has a really strong expertise in the beverage sector. The flavors we have are really premium syrups. We also have sauce and fruit puree, and even the smoothie line that we're gonna show you. And everything is made in the French Alps, where the company is based. So it's close to the mountain. The water is really pure, and the factory, we only have one factory, so we always have the same quality of products that come out from that factory, and we manage the quality all year round. So as I was saying, as the factory is based close to the French Alps, we're using the water from the French Alps. So it might sound like fancy, but it's actually really important because the quality of the water has a huge impact on the syrup, because syrup is basically made out of water and sugar, and then the flavor. So you need to have a really good water. We use only cane sugar in our syrup, so then it allows us to enhance the flavor that we put inside the syrups. So as I was saying, the same quality everywhere all the time. So we do have about 140 flavors of syrup. Lollicup carries a lot of them, so you can really find the most popular and even some specific flavors and fun flavors to work with. Our recipe is super clean because as we're producing in France, we have to respect the French and the European regulation. So they're really strict. For example, for the fruit flavors, we need to have about 10% of the actual fruit juice inside the syrup. So we are doing our best to always have natural colors, and we do always have natural flavors. So quality is really important for us because we know that when you taste the drink, you want to find the flavor that you're using. So that's why if you compare our product to the competition, most of the time, people are going to tell you that we have pure flavor and clean finish, and the flavor is really intense, which comes first and not the sugar. You're going to taste, let's say, the vanilla first and then the sweet, because it's a syrup, so there's obviously sugar, but the flavor first. It's a global brand. We're present all over the world. US is a big market for us, so we are really happy to be here and present this to you guys because we want to continue growing here. And I say you just have to try the product, and I'm sure you're going to be convinced. So now I'm gonna do a small focus on the fact that we have vegan syrup. They are GMO free. They have the halal certification, the kosher certification, dairy free, gluten free. We really have all of those certification because we know it's important right now for the customer. They want to know what's inside the product and if they are able to drink it. So we have lots of communication about it. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask. So I'm actually checking it now. Is there a way to get a sample of a specific 1883 flavor? I wanna try the popcorn syrup. Yay! Popcorn is really nice. So we can send you samples. We actually do it. And when we send you a sample, it's a whole 1 liter bottle so that you can really try the recipe you want to do with it. So don't hesitate to communicate to Lollicup your direction and who needs to receive that syrup, and we'll be happy to send you a sample. No problem.
But this may not be one of Lollicup's top selling items, so it may be a little hard to find it on a regular basis on the ordering. So it would require probably some minimums to get that done. But we're happy to send the sample for you to try it.
Yeah. Okay, so someone did write something for the samples. Okay, no problem. Well, yeah, as I said, we have lots of flavors. So even if Lollicup has a lot and we're really happy about it, it's complicated and they can't have all of them. But yeah, I mean, if you have like big volumes, we can still see what we can do. Also the powder from Lollicup. Yeah, Lollicup carries the cappuccine line, so you can buy it through them. Oh, look, they do have the popcorn syrup.
Oh, even better.
Even better. So yeah, we'll send you the sample and I hope you'll like it. And if yes, you can buy it through Lollicup. No problem.
Lollicup has a huge diversity and offering on our flavors. We're very happy to partner with Lollicup because they have so many flavors. But like any distributor, there's always going to be a couple flavors. If they don't sell, it's really not fair for a distributor to have a flavor if it's not selling enough to keep it moving. So we understand, but we're so happy that they have so many flavors as they do right now.
Okay, so let's continue now. Other topic, the 1883 sauces. So we have chocolate sauces. They're really good. We have the dark chocolate and the white chocolate, and we also have caramel sauce. So these products can be used for topping, for dessert, for ice cream, anything you'd like. You can put it in the drink for mocha, inside the drink or on top of the drink, on the whipping cream. It's really easy to play with it, and the flavor is great. So as I was saying, all of the products are produced in France, so the sauces as well. And we really focus on the quality. So don't hesitate to buy it, and I'm sure you'll be happy about the quality of those sauces.
One more point on the sauces before we go to the smoothie, just to let you know. On the one product, the chocolate, the dark chocolate, it is vegan, so it does not have dairy in it. Whereas caramel, of course, caramel is made from dairy, so it is not vegan, as well as the white chocolate. But I know that's a question that comes up occasionally. Is your chocolate vegan? In our case, the dark chocolate, yes, it is.
Yes, exactly.
All right. And now
All right.
moving on to smoothies. So we've talked about having one part of the blender equation. So blended products, it's either a frappe or a smoothie typically. And frappes by far are the largest selling product when it comes to a blended drink. But don't forget the smoothies. If you've already got a blender, why not do the smoothies? It's a real favorite in the afternoon. Also, it's a big favorite with the kids. Great things to know about our product. It's a natural smoothie. What does that mean? Natural flavors, clean flavors, all natural, made from fruit and from fruit puree and juice. All the carbs, all the calories that are in that product come from puree and juice. There is no added sugar to it. Other than what's in the juice and the puree. So the ingredients are clean. It's a great, wonderful product, all natural, easy to use. It's really something to check out. Along with that, we do have a few flavors. Currently with Lollicup, we have 3 flavors. We're doing the mango, the peach, and the strawberry. These are by far the top flavors. And here in the West Coast, I think it's really kind of a split. Mango is right there with strawberry. Those are definitely the 2 most popular flavors. I would always try to have a mango on the menu. Peach, really kind of on the East Coast. That is kind of like the mango of the East Coast. Mango may not be as popular in the Northeast, but peach does incredibly well, and it's just got such a great fresh flavor to it. As we mentioned, we have all the certification you're looking for on the product. Not made with high fructose, it's vegan, all kinds of wonderful things about this product line that you can really get yourself around and check it out. Of course, too, the way to advertise it on your menu or as an LTO is it's 100% fruit smoothie. That's always going to be a great way to help people understand the quality of the product. I would always say 100% fruit. All right. Now, what we'd like to do is we'd like to blend up a smoothie for you. Peach and strawberry smoothie, huh? Okay. So the way we make a smoothie, just so you know, it's really just pour over ice and blend. What does that mean? If you're going to make a 16-ounce smoothie, you have a 16-ounce cup. Fill that cup level full with ice, and then you're pouring smoothie mix to the top of the ice. In other words, it's just going to fill up the space in between the ice to get up to the top. So that means it's really easy to make a combination flavor. In this case, a peach and strawberry would mean, okay, cup of ice, level full, pour in smooth peach about halfway to fill, and then the other half, you bounce it off with strawberry. So why don't we make you one? Let's just see it right now. But I'm going to make a strawberry and mango just to put a twist on the peach and strawberry. I'm going to do a strawberry and mango since I have a mango already open.
Okay, so
as we mentioned, all we're going to do is we'll take 16 ounces of ice, add that to our canister. And now we're ready to add the smoothie mix. It's really, you know what, I'm going to do it in the cup just so you can see it the way we recommend it. But after you make smoothies for a while, you get really the hang of it, and you don't have to use the cup. It's really easy just to pour it into the canister and fill to the top. But just to stay with the recipe, I'm going to go ahead and do it this way.
And
So
As you can see, the matcha still have a great texture.
So here it is. I'm gonna open up the mango. Yeah, we're gonna use the peach after all. What the heck? I'll follow the recipe. That's the right way to do it. I don't want to mess you up. Yeah. So we have our cup with ice. All we're gonna do at this point, we're gonna add smoothie mix. So I'm gonna take a look at it, go about halfway with the strawberry. Good enough. That's gonna be about 4 ounces. And the great thing is you don't really have to measure because again, you're just pouring product to the top of the ice. And now we're gonna do the peach to the top of the ice. That's all there is to it. Again, just add it to the canister. And now we blend. A very easy process. One less step than with making a frappe. The frappe, because you're doing the liquid, then the powder, and then the ice, it's got that extra step. And just that easy, we got a strawberry peach smoothie. And it's really good. The all natural. You won't find a better smoothie flavor out there. I tried them all. I guarantee. Give that a try. Just like our syrup, or just like our syrup lines. Don't be afraid to ask for a sample. We'd be glad to send you one out. Easy to use, easy to make, really a good flavor. And it's not overbearing sweet because again, we're not adding sugar to it. This is just the natural juices and purees along with their natural sugars. And there's the close-up.
Okay, so we have one question. No refrigeration until after roofing. Yeah, that's right. It's room temperature smoothie, so until you open it, you can store it at room temperature, and then once it's open, you have to put it in the fridge, and you can keep it about 5 days. But as we said, in one canister, you're gonna have about 5 drinks, so it's not gonna last that long. Okay, let's go back to the presentation now. And that's time for the third question, guys.
All right, here we go with the last question. So, do the 1883 smoothies contain added sugar? Yes or no? Please answer in the poll you see here. Here we go. All right, again, don't feel free to answer feel free to ask any questions in the comments and we will do our best to answer all of them. And as we are answering, I also wanted to mention that we have a survey after this. So please, give us the feedback and we would love to hear it because we want to make these webinars better and better for you. So please fill out the survey after the webinar. All right, I will open the poll for another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. That is our third poll. So now we are going to see our raffle winner from the previous raffle. Here we go. Yeah. All right. This is so exciting. Here we go. Number 1. Wow, number 1. I rarely get number 1. Jill Perez. All right. Congratulations, Jill. Woo! We will be reaching out to you so that you can get your prize. And don't worry, later, we will see what the raffles winner is for the third raffle. So stay tuned. Back to you, Audrey.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations, Jill.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there was one question. I wasn't sure if you answered it because I know you said something about 5 cups, but
Yes,
was that the answer?
yes.
Okay,
So
perfect.
for
I
the
just wanted to make
smoothie,
sure.
yeah, no problem. For the smoothie, 1 liter, you can make about 5 16-ounce cups. Okay. A bit more about the smoothie now. You want me to do
Sure. I can do
as well.
it. Go ahead.
Okay. So the smoothie industry has really been growing since the past few years because, as you know, people are now looking for healthy drinks. So fruits is always a good option to have in your drink. Even more our smoothie because, as we said, there's no sugar added. That's the answer to the previous question. So in the United States, the smoothie market represents a big part. The juice and smoothie bar industry actually is worth 2.42 billion in the US alone. And I'm sure this figure is still going to be growing in the next few years. So that increasing trend is because people, as I said, they want healthy products. They also want organic food now. They want to be aware of what they are eating. So if you're having healthy eating habits, then you're gonna want to have the same for your beverage than you do for your food. And the young generation is really aware of that. They're really trying to be careful, let's say, with what they put in their body in terms of food. So this is driving the demand for smoothie and other fruits drink. Sometimes the smoothie is even taken as a meal replacement or a snack or a side beverage. Some people, they take it at their breakfast in the morning. Like if you have bananas and let's say you can even add some seeds into it. So it's going to make a really healthy and filling breakfast for you guys. And then, as we said, people want to have healthy food, but they also want to have functional food and be sure that what they are eating or what they are drinking is going to give them the right vitamins, the right things for their body to function all day long. So this is why when we create a product, we want to meet the daily nutritional requirement. And that's why our smoothie is 100% natural, only fresh fruits and no sugar added. Like that, we're sure that when you're drinking it, it's only good things for your body to have. So let me check if we have new questions. What do you think about giving customer the option of adding a scoop of protein? Yeah, that's a really, really good option because some people, they really want to have, like, as I said, it's replacing their meal. So protein is a really good option for that type of drinks, yes. What would be our average cost per smoothie for a 16-ounce smoothie drink? What would you say?
Your actual cost
Yeah.
on the product is under $2, and
And
it's actually probably going to be less than that, but I would say under $2. And with that, of course, nowadays with inflation, anything else that's gone up, I would personally not be selling a smoothie for less than $5.99. Back in the day, we used to say $3.99, but that was 10 years ago. Then, of course, 5 years ago or more, we were saying it was $4.99, but at this point, I would think for a 16-ounce smoothie, I would be at the $5.99 range or higher. So about a 1/3 product cost is what I would kind of expect it to be.
yeah, and so of course even higher if you add some protein inside.
Absolutely.
Yes. So that's a really profitable product for you. And that's it. We talked about everything we wanted to talk with you guys. So feel free to ask any question. We'll be happy to answer. And as I'm saying that, I see we have a new question. Do you offer any purees? So we do have fruit puree.
We do have a fruit puree line. We just redid it. It is absolutely amazing and it's coming out. So I don't expect Lollicup to have any of it at this point, but it is going to be available very soon. And there will be 11 flavors, I think, involved in that. All the core flavors you could imagine, and some additional fruits that are not as common. So guava, pineapple, blueberry, of course, strawberry, which will be a key one, is with raspberry. So yeah, we do have that line, but it's just coming out in the next 6 months. So it may not be available. It shouldn't be available anywhere at this point, the new formulation of the new product.
Yeah, that's very exciting. Yes.
So we're at that point where if there's any other questions, great. If you want to register them now, if they're for later, feel free to reach out to Lollicup and they can forward it to us in an email. We'll be happy to get back to you with any answers to questions that you might have. Hopefully we'll have the answers you're looking for. But that's pretty much it for our presentation, unless you have something else for us. Kayla?
Yes, we are going to go over the last raffle winner. So,
Yeah.
and meanwhile, please feel free to ask any other questions during this raffle. We will see who wins this raffle. Here we go.
I love that raffle bucket. It's the best ever. It's so cool looking.
Yeah, raffle bucket. Okay, here we go. It is number 19. All right, let's see. 19 is Windy Nawa. Wow, congratulations. We will be reaching out to you at the email that you signed up for this webinar. Oh yeah, let me see if this works. Oh no, it hasn't. Oh yes, yes, it works. It works. Okay. Oh, someone raised their hand, or maybe they were trying to congratulate people with me. But anyways, yes. We will be reaching out to you with the email that you registered with this webinar. So please look out for a email in the next 3 or 4 days. We will be reaching out to you guys. So thank you so much. Any other questions before we close out? All right, so feel free, please make sure that you fill out the survey. Thank you, Russ and Audrey, so much for the amazing webinar, and we hope to see you guys on next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.